be easier to sit. You're going to be all in camera. Call the middle spots.
Yep.
And you're recorded, so it might be easier to sit back here. Is that okay? Got to sit back here together.
I think he's got it.
He's back in his room.
But that was fun. That was just like a lot of fun. Hang out.
I don't want to say you're like,
Why is that even? I don't understand that at all. I know.
What's up?
We did do it together.
I did.
You did?
Yeah. First and sophomore year.
It's going to be like,
Then they pulled out the like torch thing. I'm like, what? And she put up my room. She's like, B minus. I'm like,
yeah, our teachers.
she. You guys said oh, second and your own timing. Because what I did was I had like two verses at like 2 week class and then like 150. So I asked you back at 140 and just like left. So I couldn't like keep it to work. And then she emailed me the next day. She's like, you haven't done my shit and I reported you to the school. Really? I didn't know. It was last day. I was told that. I literally told her, I'm like, I have work and I can't change my schedule. And she's like, well, you can't just ask for that. I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, right. I don't mind getting it.
Hello, I'm Catherine. Nice to meet you. Mr. Keith, do you need any help at all?
I was going to set up for Mr. Cindy.
Yeah.
So
it's like,
I sent an invite to the other teachers that wanted to do this, although I'm not sure if they got it, so I'm sending them a link to the president. we're going.
It's like, if I related it to, it was so far away. Yeah, I live in North Dakota. I live right
Trying to
around
get everyone on here.
But she's ready. She's ready to speak about the line on the back.
The last round for, like, before nutrients.
Yes, we can.
Were you part of that, Eli?
SWE a little bit. I was mostly involved with ASME, which
Yeah.
is like engineers, and there's only so many hours per week, so I didn't get as involved with SWE. But I did help run our women in engineering like freshman orientation program. So I didn't just SWE formally, but I just talked to the chapter at UI yesterday.
Dude, very cool. So we're gonna be. We can turn this over wherever you're more comfortable at.
It doesn't matter to me. I don't back here, so I can chill back here.
Yeah, we can.
Or everyone can come forward. Why don't you
Yeah.
bring your chairs forward so I don't feel like it's
All right, you guys want to move forward a little bit? I'm gonna run down the whole thing. Yearbook pitch, and I'll be right back.
Simonson.
I gotta run down the whole thing. Yearbook pitch, and I'll be right back. You guys know we are streaming us live with Tia and Freeman, and also recording them. All right, we're gonna stream it live to Tia and record it, and then going forward, we're gonna look at creating it live to Maple, Field, Oil Gate, and Casper, and some other schools. We do. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you talk, notice guys, we talk, notice that you heard the thoughts, okay? So let's make sure we're somewhat quiet. Like, can you guys turn off your volume?
I don't know if that's a whole timer. I can leave it.
Okay.
Just as soon as we get in there, somewhat up here. Yeah.
Are we all there? Yeah, now we are.
Okay. All right, you and Liz in charge.
Okay, guys, I need you to really listen. Okay, I'm gonna actually adjust this so that you guys can kind of be seen. So, Michael is Mr. City, he's head of the STEM he's head of the STEM program over at Glenbrook South. And this is what you're seeing is their facilities.
And yeah, I've been there. There's I went. Yeah.
Okay. So this is us. Okay. Mr. Cindy? Mr. Cindy?
Did the Becker policy?
Huh? Who's that?
What does it say? I. Just getting
Mrs. Simonson?
Yes.
Can you hear Mr. Cindy's group?
No, I can't right now. I don't think they're doing anything. I don't.
Okay, hi everybody.
They're
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Carol Regal-Budo. I went to I graduated in 2007.
I don't know.
Super old.
You could be my brother.
I actually went to high school.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to kind of see what's going on their end.
While we're waiting, excuse me, while we're waiting, can we talk about how to be a good
So
audience?
I was asked to come here and tell you guys a little bit what I do as
Does everybody know?
this is a really small group, so you can
I just want you to be able to hear, and I want Freeman students to be able to hear. Go and enjoy yourself. We're gonna have time for you to
feel
answer.
free to send me any kind of questions. I really want you guys
Let's
to get
see.
the that you're looking for. I have an idea what you want, but you guys know what you want more than I do. So ask questions, please. And I just want to tell you about my journey to becoming a
Ms.
campus
Simonson, did you mean to text me to
how I
send
decided to
me a
do
new
what I
link?
want to do, what kind of education I went through, and then where I ended up.
Oh,
Staring at us. Creepy.
so she's talking.
A lady's just staring at her.
Is she not?
Oh, so
You see how we look up at
Yeah, okay, so obviously I started here. I was the kind of kid that was so excited about physics that I made AP Physics physics class. So this is a girl named Becca Sullivan. If you walk down the physics hallway, you'll across the science office, you see her holding a Van de Graaff generator with her hair all big. Big girl. She went on to study physics at Williams College.
I'm gonna plug this in.
But I was a huge nerd in high school. I'm a big time nerd.
It's really, we're having some difficulty with the sound.
I loved physics. I thought it was super cool.
Yes, we are
So
too.
the next one, you'll see that the back of it, it's really great. This is like a really old Facebook photo. It says Lewis, which was Mr. Lewis. He's our teacher, times AP Physics, times the integral from 06 to 07. Integrated over the time variable equals a 5. Which is how much of a nerd I was that I made hoodies for my high school. Okay.
I'm letting him.
So what I wanted to do, I'm thinking about
Guys, put your phones down.
space is it's huge. It makes you feel like a tiny person. The stuff that's going on in stars is awesome. Just thinking about how small we are in terms of the whole galaxy and universe is pretty incredible. So I was deciding what I wanted to do when I was applying at college. I remember I was sitting in the IMC and I was like, okay, I was going to apply to U of I.
Let's see if we can.
And I had to pick.
So they can hear.
So I'm like,
disconnect.
also, I'd like to maybe work on things that affect you. So what kind of decisions, what decisions should I make to decide if I should work on really cool stuff on space or working to help with projects that are affecting people here on Earth? So the question that I ultimately asked myself was, okay, if I go study stars, because it came down to mechanical engineering or astrophysics, right? So if I go out and study astrophysics and stars, what does that do to help society is really where I was coming at it from. How am I gonna make it a positive impact on society by studying astrophysics? And I was like, well, you know what? We further our knowledge of the universe, which is cool. We further our knowledge of the way that we can relate to things outside of just our planet. If it happens to be that humans need to leave this planet in 200 years because we cook it too much with carbon emissions, then I'm helping to lay the groundwork for that, for leaving the planet in 200 years. And that's the way that I can see it having a positive effect on society. But what I decided was that seemed like that effect for people was a little too far out. That was on like the 200-ish centuries, 200 years or on the century time scale. I wanted to have an impact on people on more of like the decade.
So she's talking about what? She's talking about why she became.
So I wanted to work on projects that were going to help people a little bit more immediately. So I decided that I wanted to go into alternative energy and alternative vehicles. So I was thinking about cars and how cool cars are and what I wanted to do and maybe make them greener to cut down on the amount of CO2 that we're emitting into the atmosphere. So with that, I said, okay, I want to do green energy. I'm going to go study mechanical engineering. And that's what I did. So I decided to go to U of I, where I met a lot of cool people, made a lot of friends, wore a lot of orange. And I was thinking about U of I. U of I is a really great place to be. How many of you guys are freshmen? How many are sophomores? Juniors? Seniors? Okay, so you're right in the midst of this. You guys are going to be trying to decide what school you want to go to and everything. I was U of I loved it. You'll see me again wearing my AP Physics hoodie that I love so much. Can you go back up? And this is in the shop at U of I where I got the opportunity to work on some really cool projects. This was us making a pneumatic dump truck for EOH, which is Engineering Open House. And that was really fun. It was kind of an opportunity for me to get my hands dirty and try working on some stuff with tools. We didn't have this space when I was here. So my first chance to really like use a drill or turn a wrench was in college, learning these things. And for me specifically, that was a little intimidating because I didn't grow up, like playing with stuff, making things, using tools. So for someone to hand me a jigsaw for the first time, be like, can you cut this piece of wood? I was like, I'm gonna cut my finger off. I don't know if I can do this. And it was really strange for me, whereas like a lot of the guys in my classes, they're like, oh yeah, my dad and I built this fence, or we did whatever, we did all this stuff. And I had never done that. So for me, it was a little bit intimidating to go into the machine shop with people that I thought had so much more experience than me. Turns out they had like kind of sort of helped one time with their with some project, but the way that they talk about it, they're like, oh yeah, I'm a pro, I got this, I've done it like 4 times. That wasn't really true. That was just them saying it and talking themselves up. So when I realized that, it was like, okay, we're all figuring this out together. They have things that they can teach me that I can learn. And it was just a matter of trying things and not being afraid to make mistakes. And when I made mistakes, which everybody does, laughing about it, being okay with it, and knowing that that didn't make me any dumber, it didn't make me a worse person or a worse engineer. It was just part of the learning process. And it's like, okay, if I mess something up and I cut the wrong way and it hit a knot, all right, now I know not to do that. Next time I'm not going to cut that knot. I'm just going to go straight forward. So it was a learning process. I had a good support community and it was helpful. All right, so I also did things at U of I, like take internships that made me dress up in funny outfits. So this was an internship I took at the ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery, and I got to work on some cool stuff out there. What that taught me, though, is that with the mechanical engineering degree at a refinery, working in oil, you don't get to work on the most exciting stuff, in my opinion. I think the really cool stuff you get to do in a refinery is if you're a chemical engineer, like figuring out, okay, I have this big barrel of oil with just tons of chemical bonds between C's and H's and God knows what, and I need to make it into propane, and I need to make it into gasoline, and I need to make it into diesel. How do I do that? Because it's just like a bunch of C's and H's with, you know, it's a soup, and you have to figure out how to process it and decide which catalyst to use and what kind of techniques you're going to use to separate it out into different ways. So that was the cool stuff at the refinery, I thought. As a mechanical engineer, my impression of my job was you're going to fix pumps and size pipes. And if you really love pumps and fixing them, that's awesome, but that's not really where I wanted to be. I wanted to be more on the forefront of what's going on. So I also got to work on cool projects over here. In senior design at U of I and most engineering departments, you will have a project where you have a semester where you design on something that's brought to you by a company and industry, and you get to work on the project and you get to give them a report, you get feedback from them, you get to interface with the company and see how you've done at the end of it. So this was an advisor of mine, Professor Phillips, great guy. This is a guy named Tom Gowson who also went to GBS incidentally. This is Kevin, this is Mark, two of my really good friends from U of I. Mark and I, actually all of us are still pretty good friends, but I'm gonna see Mark tomorrow. So the friends that I made in college, in engineering school, stuck with me. Yeah, so it was fun. After all of that, somehow I managed to convince the university to give me a degree, and they let me graduate, and it was great. This is me and two of my other friends. The guy in the middle here, this is Mark Biggie. He went to GBN, so we would always make fun of each other. Whose high school was better, obviously, you guys. But we ended up working together a lot in undergrad. So I decided from undergrad, okay, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do next. Do I go get a job? Do I pick an industry to work in and do that? Do I go to grad school? Do I not? Do I just go home and chill for a while? And the decision I had to make was whether I should go to grad school or not, right? And if I should start working. And when I was a senior and I was looking at the list of technical electives, straight up, this is how it happened. I was looking at the list of technical electives and I was a senior. I had one semester left. And I was like, man, there's like 5 or 6 of these classes that I still want to take. And I have 1 semester. There's no way that's going to happen. Well, I guess I'm going to go get a master's. Because I still want to learn stuff and I wasn't done learning, so I decided to go get a master's. So I went to Stanford, where I continued to do things like go to football games and hang out with somebody there. I continued the tradition of dressing up in funny outfits in the lab and both learning how to machine. So this is my lab mate, Julie here. She and I are still really good friends. I worked in the Advanced Energy Systems lab at Stanford while I was there. And we worked on a bunch of different thermodynamic analyses. I love thermo so much. How many of you guys taken chemistry already? Do you remember your thermo part, your delta G equals, delta H minus C over S? I love that so much. I thought thermo was so cool. Chemical reactions, how things transform from one form to another, the way that energy flows from different places, how it's 30 chemical bonds, and then you can release that, and it causes the temperature increase. That was just the coolest thing to me. So I decided I wasn't done learning, and I decided to get a master's in it because it was so fascinating. I worked in the Advanced Energy System lab. We were looking at thermodynamic analyses of whole systems. So instead of just looking at one little component, how does it interface with different components in a system to achieve the overall highest system efficiency, not just the efficiency of a component. So I looked at engines and fuel cells and how to combine those. This last picture here, this is me learning how to weld. I had never welded before, and I decided that as a mechanical engineer, maybe welding was a good thing to know how to do. I hadn't done it here, so I hadn't done it at college, and I learned in grad school. You have to wear leather and special fibers so you don't accidentally set your synthetic clothing on fire. So you have the leather and all the protective PPE, the cool helmet. And that was a great opportunity for me because I hadn't really been exposed to that. And it was a fun, useful skill. And now that I'm working as an engineer, I was trying to, if I go give somebody a task, I ask the technicians or a skilled welder, hey, can you go put this thing together for me? It's not like, oh, it's only take like 5 minutes, right? I have an understanding and appreciation that that's going to take some effort and some time that's hard. Welding can be very difficult. So I have an appreciation for people who are really good at that. Okay, so after all of that, once again, I managed to convince the university to give me a degree. And I finished my master's in mechanical engineering. And at this point, I had more decisions to make, right? So I had my master's, same questions before. Do I go out to work? Do I stay in school? Do I go to the regular path for a while? What do I do? And I was thinking, you know what, I'm pretty good at this school thing. Kind of like doing the whole school thing. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get a PhD, and I'm just going to go for it and keep learning about thermal because I absolutely love thermal. So that was the plan. 2 years later, I found myself in a really bad spot. I was not happy. I was not motivated. I was not excited to go into the lab anymore. I was very, very frustrated and very down. And my advisor called me in his office, and he says to me, he's like, you know, I'm noticing that you're not your usual self. You're not as upbeat and happy as a kid, but I'm like an obnoxiously lovely person. So the fact that I wasn't being that positive and upbeat, he had noticed. And he called me out and he said, we got to figure out what's going on here. If you decide that you want to change lab groups or change departments, or if we should get working on a different project within this group, he's like, if you want to find another advisor, I'm not offended. Let's just figure out what we need to do to make Carol a happy Carol, because the sad Carol is really bumming me out. I don't think this is good for you. And I was like, you know what, you're right. So I did a lot of introspection. I did a lot of self-reflection. I went and I talked to our grad school therapist who helps people figure out what they want to do with their lives. This is a problem that a lot of students have, and it's totally normal and okay. And I decided, you know what, maybe my skills are better suited for the corporate world. Maybe I'm this frustrated because I don't fit and I don't enjoy the world of academic research. And maybe I should go try to do something else. And I did. I took an internship at Tesla. And I continued the tradition of dressing up in funny outfits that were all super weird. I also ended up shaving part of the side of my head, and that continued around later. But that's a separate story. And at Tesla, I found that I was excited again. I was motivated. I really enjoyed working on the projects that I did. The environment was a lot more fast-paced. I got to work with a lot more different people instead of just being on my own project all the time in isolation. I interfaced with a lot of different teams. And I found that that was a better fit for my natural skill set and my natural personality. So what I had to do was let myself realize that because I decided not to finish my PhD, in that moment, that decision and that realization felt like I was failing. It felt like I decided to do this PhD and I don't want it, so now I'm a huge failure. And everyone has always told me I'm super smart and I can't do this, and now I don't feel smart anymore, I feel dumb. And moving away from that and very actively doing a psychological and cognitive reframe that it wasn't a failure. That wasn't who I was. I was trying to be something that I didn't want to be, and that was okay. So after all of that, appreciating myself and positive self-talk, I decided to stick around at Tesla. At Tesla now, if you guys haven't heard of Tesla, I feel like most people have, we make electric vehicles, like Model S over here. This is one, the sedan, and the Model X with the cool like falcon wing doors, that's an SUV. And we also make energy products. And this is a really exciting part of our business because I really think that these kind of products are what's going to help make the electricity grid more renewable with no change to the actual end user. So when you come to classroom, you flip on the lights, right? You just want your lights to turn on. If it's the same cost, it doesn't affect you if that electricity comes from natural gas or oil or nuclear or solar. You just want your lights to turn on. So if you can get people's lights to turn on from solar energy at the same price that you can get the lights to turn on from natural gas, you're going to want to use the solar. It doesn't make a difference at the end of it, right? So bringing batteries on for solar, because the sun only shines however many hours a day, it's coming up. You have to have some way to store the electricity you can generate during the day from the sun in some sort of device, like a battery, like a power pack or a power wall, which is what we have here, so that you can use that energy later in the day. So you can still turn your lights on later. So I think this is an exciting part for us, because I think it's going to make a bigger impact. And with enough power packs and power walls, the entire town of Glenview can be powered off, renewable energy. Yeah. So that's what I do at Tesla. That's testing their role. My role specifically is within battery safety and R&D. And what that means is that we work on the battery packs, and we mechanically, thermally, and electrically abuse the battery. So battery safety, we need to make sure that our batteries are safe. So we do things like mechanical abuse, where we will drop stuff on the battery cells, the modules, and the packs. We will do things like poke them with nails in the sides or the top. We'll electrically abuse them by short-circuiting them, by trying to overcharge them over their voltage regulations, by trying to over-discharge them past where they're supposed to be. And then we'll do things like thermal abuse, where we heat them, we let them go to too high a temperature than they're supposed to, and these kind of things can lead to thermal runaway. And thermal runaway sounds kind of like a really weird abstract word. So to make it a little more concrete, I've got a video that I can show you. One more time to play. This is a video of a cell that has been internally short-circuited and has been potentially had its safety features overwhelmed. So what you see is the battery cell inside, and its electrolyte is undergoing an intense phase change. So there's a buildup of temperature and pressure. It happens fast, so it'll play again in half speed. I feel like legally obligated to say this is not a Tesla battery. No one was harmed me in this video. This is something I got on YouTube. Same sort of thing. You see that there can be these reactions that are very exothermic, and this happens when you have an internal short or something has happened that there's contact, and the rate of self-heating inside of the lithium-ion battery cell is greater than the rate at which the battery can dump heat to its surroundings. So it causes this buildup of temperature and pressure, and things can build up. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I do at Tesla. I find it helpful also to stop and reflect every once in a while. So in your guys' shoes, you are involved with SWE and with engineering efforts, so you're probably a little bit interested in math and science already. But I remember being in high school, there were certain things I was learning. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mr. Henderson, why are you teaching this and things again in my life? It's just so boring. I don't want to do this. It's still homework. So I wanted to think about the STEM skills that I learned starting in high school that I use regularly at work. So it starts with things in math. I took calculus here, so BC Calc with Mr. Aaron in Peace. And I also took advanced topics with Mr. Kerr. And the things that I learned in that class, calculus algebra, I use a lot of algebra day to day when I'm writing things out. And sometimes, yes, I still do not produce things to the right form, or I make sign errors. It still happens. And I still manage to do okay. But yeah, algebra comes up all the time. Calculus comes up a lot. Within the science world, chemistry, we just had a lot of good things. Chemistry, obviously, I love thermodynamics. So I use thermal a lot. I do a lot of chemical reactions and analysis of the way that gauge for energy is changing from one reaction to another, the way that enthalpy changes are happening, what kind of temperature increases we're also getting. And then within the physics world, stuff that I use, I still look at forces that are acting on the components. I drew a free body diagram maybe 3 weeks ago as we were analyzing something. It still happens. We use it to calculate stresses on certain parts of the materials, and therefore what kind of materials we should be using for certain applications. I also do a lot of heat transfer, and that comes out of the whole physics world. Within programming, I didn't do any programming when I was here, but I know that some of you have that opportunity and are choosing to pursue it. I use programming for a lot of modeling and data processing. I personally don't build any software. I usually do firmware programming, so I don't do things like Java or JavaScript or C or C++. I use MATLAB a lot. MATLAB has been super helpful for me for modeling, doing thermodynamic models of what's going on inside of the battery cell, and then also doing a lot of data processing. Because once you get far enough along in your engineering trajectory, everybody abandons Excel and goes to MATLAB because it's just a lot easier and more powerful and you can program a lot more stuff into it. So I love MATLAB for that reason. So yeah, those are some things that I've learned starting at GPS that I still use today. So if I kind of, you can see this one. This one's up for a little bit. Here we go. If I think about what worked for me and how I was able to have success from my time starting at GPS all the way through college and work, it's that I took math and science all 4 years here at GPS. I took a lot of electives. I took AP Physics. I took AP Calc. I did not take AP Bio or AP Chem. I wish I could have taken AP Chem as well, but I thought it was too much. Bio for me was not as relevant because I don't work in the biological field. But taking math all 4 years and science all 4 years. I also took engineering physics my senior year, which was the most sort of step-learning community type thing we had. And I loved it. It was super fun. We got to build Lego robots. The Chicago robot was really good at one. He was on the story. Definitely had the one though. We had this one robot that had to follow a track, and there were little ping pong balls, and it had to shake. And he and another student had this whole shake and bake routine figured out. And the only reason I remember this is because they would not shut up about it. They loved it so much. But that was fun, and that was a key for me with getting exposed to a lot of these things and taking a lot of these classes. Because those AP classes were super valuable for me when I went to UOI. Because I took AP Physics and I got a 5, I didn't have to take 2 semesters of physics starting my freshman year. So I got to start the 3rd semester of physics that I had to take. If I had taken AP chemistry, it would have been done, I've done well enough in that either 4 or 5, I forget what it was, 5. I wouldn't have had to take 2 semesters of chemistry. I took BC Calc and I got a 5, and because of that, I was able to do that on 2 semesters of calculus. I knew 5. So it was totally worth it. I got to start in sophomore math as a freshman, and because of that, I was ahead, and I didn't have to pack as many classes into such a small amount of time. I was able to take fewer classes and focus. I didn't have to study abroad. So taking those AP classes for me was really, really key. Other things that worked, studying. I will not lie, getting an engineering degree is difficult. It requires a lot of work. If you choose to get an engineering degree, make good friends with your classmates, because also helpful for me was study buddies, both in high school and in college. So I remember AP US, there were, at the end of the whole semester, we were like, this is really hard, we don't know what's going on, there's too much stuff going on, so we all got together and studied, we would quiz each other. We would say, all right, I made flashcards for these tables, for these concepts, I'm going to just ask you questions and see where you know things and where you don't remember things. And when you don't remember, then you can go back and study later. So having study buddies for me was really, really helpful. And in college, too. In college, I don't think I worked on a single problem set 100% by myself. If I got stuck somewhere, I would ask friends. If friends got stuck somewhere, they would ask me. And be like, okay, I tried this, I got to here, I don't understand. And maybe your buddy has a knack for a certain kind of problem. Like, oh, yeah, I actually understood that. It was like this, and this. Or maybe they were a little bit less sleepy in class one day, and they remembered what the professor said. And so they're able to apply a certain trick. And maybe you're better in a certain area than they were, so you can help them work where they're struggling. And if neither of you understands, that's when you go to the TA or the teacher and you get help. So another thing that was helpful for me was asking a lot of questions when I got stuck. Everybody always used to joke that if there was going to be a question asked, I was going to be asking the first question. That might have even started here, I think. Yeah, I asked a lot of questions here and in college. It was a running joke that there's a seminar speaker, someone will come and be like, hey, thank you for your attention, thank you for coming, and question their class questions. And I'm like, yeah, so go back to like slide 4. I was totally lost, and I just would ask questions because I could struggle on my own and try to figure it out. But 9 times out of 10, the question I asked, everybody else knew the same. Everyone was just as lost. I just decided that I wanted to ask. And there's a balance between doing your best to try to figure something out and actually making the effort, because you learn a little bit from struggle. But if you're just banging your head against the wall and on the side, or like, just so super upset about it and just kicking yourself because you can't get it figured out, ask questions and go get help. So if you really are confused on something, within GDS, I would go ask my teachers, like, I don't understand this, how does it work? In college, I would ask the TA at office hours. I mean, your teachers, like, literally, it's their job to teach you. They're literally paid to do this. So if you have questions, their job is to teach you, and you can totally feel open to asking them. And sometimes it was weird because I would feel like I should already know something from class, but if I already knew it, why would I take the class? The whole point of class is to learn new stuff that you don't already. So when I'm confused, go ask questions and get help. So yeah, that's stuff that worked for me. Looking back, this is where I used to wax philosophical, because I'm at the ripe old age of 27. Sorry, I'm personally disappointed you guys. This is a quote I really love from the Scandinavian philosopher, which is, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be experienced forwards. Which means that if you go back and you think about everything that you've done, it only makes sense after a few years of retrospect. So if you guys think about where you were at in middle school, right? Maybe even when you were like 10 years old, and you think about where you're at now, it's like, oh yeah, this led to that, which led to that, which led to that, which is why I'm here. It makes more sense when you look backwards. But when you were 10, you didn't know where you were going or where you were going to end up, right? So you've come a long way. So with that in mind, no one has any idea what they're doing when they start their career. And if people tell you that they do, they're lying. It's hard to figure out at first. It seems crazy. Everyone's like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure to know exactly what you want to do with your life at a very young age. I don't think that's true. I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. I knew that the field that I wanted to make an impact on when I was in high school, but I mean, I thought I was going to do a PhD and become a professor or become Secretary of Energy somewhere. That's not how it worked for me, and that's okay. Careers are not linear. Mine sounds linear the way that I'm telling it to you now. Again, after years of retrospect, where I've been able to say this, let's that, let's that, let's that. That's not how it feels in the moment. I mean, when I was trying to make my decision about grad school, like I felt I was in a pit. It was not a linearly progressing thing. I felt really bad. And things kind of wander all over the place. And that's okay. When you hear someone like me right now telling you about it, it's because I've been able to actually go back and reflect on it. So things change, goals change, interests change, priorities change. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you decide, like, you know, I'm going to go out and I'm going to work in this industry for a while and it's going to be great, and then get to that industry, you're like, this is terrible and I don't want to do this and it's not what I thought at all. My interests now are in this other thing over here. I'm going to go figure that out. That's okay too. There's nothing wrong with that. Stuff changes, you got to be open to it. Sometimes people don't know what they want to do when they're 17, 18, they don't know what they want to do at 21, 22, 27, 28. Some of the most interesting 50-year-olds I know, they're still like, yeah, I'm at this age for a little bit, do this job, 5 years, I'm not holding it. There's something wrong with that. We all have to to make it, figure it out. So if you feel like you don't know where you're supposed to be, you're not allowed to. So yeah, that's all I have. I really want to answer your guys' questions. If you want to email me later or give my notes to your friends to ask me questions, feel free to do so. And yeah, thanks all for having me.
All right, so anyone who is trying to open up questions, we're going to try this. It's the first time we've done it. We're going to open up questions to the middle school students as well as for us.
Okay.
So we're going to try this. So we're going to unmute their microphone. And
let me take one here while we're getting set up.
Yep. So we're going to start with a question here.
I work with a ton of electrical engineers. Yeah. At Tesla, I want to say our engineers are like maybe 30% mechanical engineers, 30% electrical engineers, 30% software engineers. There's so much firmware that's in the car. There's so much code. Millions and millions of lines of code that's in the car. And then the rest is kind of a mix of chemical engineers and material scientists and people call it. We have tons of electrical engineers. I mean, if you think about the car itself, the way that you have to pull current from the battery and deliver that to a drive unit, and the way that the current is enough to move the motor, the whole electric motor is very much an electromechanical system. It's that interface with any ability. And there's so much stuff that's just straight up ability. Power electronics to me is magic. I don't understand it. And somehow a voltage comes in and sends out a higher voltage, and I'm like, magnets are involved, I think. But it's not my field, and I'm glad other people understand it better than I do. In college, I was not working on projects that were that overlapped with them. So I friends that were in research groups that were more controls or more electromechanically inclined. I was just doing straight thermal the entire time. Yeah. But I was in electrical engineering. That was pretty cool. Questions from them?
Yeah, let's see if we can get them online here. So if you guys want to try asking a question, either at Freeman or Tia.
Tesla's building the Gigafactory in Reno. factory that will be manufacturing tons and tons of lithium-ion batteries for Model 3 when it comes out. And it's called the Gigafactory. So one of my coworkers did a clever little joke, and he made the Milli Factory. And this is actually a scaled down version that's called orders of magnitude smaller than the Gigafactory. So and he like actually yeah, see how I told you about the mega nerd? That's still true. That has not changed at all. I did not own a Tesla. Unfortunately, I do not pay me enough to have one. I was able to, I get to drive it every so often for work to keep my miles on them and stuff. But I think when Model 3 comes out next year, because that one's going to be a lot cheaper, sorry, more inexpensive, more affordable, perhaps to say cheaper for yourself with low quality. The more affordable option, I think, might make sense. Some question back here. No. Yes. But it was like, I mean, that kind of, I was wondering if you guys discussed in the comments. Oh, like first, I was like, still on my medical insurance. Oh, yes. I mean, let's not. Yeah, I had to go through the whole process of being abroad. We get old. Yeah, right? Crazy. We don't get a discount on the car at all, actually. And people ask that all the time. We get a discount. Our CEO, Elon Musk, is really big on everybody pays the same price, and you should get special treatment as you are a celebrity if you work at a company. So we do the same thing. Unless you're real, we don't have the extra cash right now to be giving employees discounts. That might change in the future if it goes on starting Model 3 and a little bit more income. But for now, I don't think it's the same.
So what did you think about it?
I haven't met him, but I have watched by his desk. So that, kind of like I looked and saw him sitting there working. That's kind of it. Other people on my team have had meetings with him where they, are presenting work that they've done and evaluating which directions to go in. I have not met him. I've heard that meetings with him can be kind of intense, so I'm really dying for the opportunity to be at one. But yeah, I have not personally, but any questions?
Yeah, let's see if they can come here.
Okay, well, what are you working on? How did you you able to get it to work? Do some chords. You know how to do chords?
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, that's a good question. I interviewed with a different electric vehicle startup. I interviewed with another startup that was not working on electric vehicles, but they were working on, they were looking at portable, high-efficiency diesel engines for stationary generation applications, like power villages and neighborhoods and that kind of thing. I also thought about putting a theory and becoming a teacher, which is really short. And that's still on my radar for maybe like 15 years.
I agree. That's why I wanted you guys to play with it. I thought maybe.
Not too seriously. I also thought about working at a venture capital firm and being somebody who has technical expertise and helps rich people decide where to spend their money.
One time
people come to them with an idea of like, oh, I have this amazing idea for a perpetual motion machine that's going to disrupt the energy industry and, post statuses to Facebook at the same time. To actually look at the technical details and be like, this doesn't make any sense because they are violating the first law of thermodynamics and the second law of thermodynamics. Do not give them money. But these people over here, they actually have a pretty good plan, and because I have expertise in this field, I can evaluate your proposal and tell you, yes, this is sound, you should put your money over here. So I thought of doing that too, and ended up staying a little bit more tied to the actual hardware. And you had a question too, right? The same question? Yeah. Okay, Jim.
Right. I don't know if they're able to ask a question or not.
have them chat.
But we have to do a hangout. We're trying to chat. They can even type it, but they're not.
It's all the way over to the device to see what. I do love that.
Yeah, we're emailing back and forth, so I don't know.
Other questions from you guys? Yes. When you're in high school, do you have any internships or like having your friends? I was looking for some job. I'm going to make some private startups. They closed one where I used to work many years ago. No, I didn't do any like formal technical internships. It would have been cool, but it was hard for me to find opportunities. I think as a high school student, you have more luck if you volunteer. So if you take like a yeah. I don't have a lot of money to have high school students, but yeah. For you guys getting experience now, really what I would recommend is getting involved with these kind of spaces, like maker spaces, and just starting to try things and build things, whether it's actually like physical things with tools and stuff, or if you're more into like computer stuff or circuits, like actually soldering up your own circuits, playing with Arduinos or microcontrollers and that kind of thing, writing code that you're going to do a robot and see if it actually moves an arm in the right way. Because we're actually getting in and doing those kinds of things is really where you are. You're like, oh, if I accidentally don't close my parenthesis, turns out the robot runs away. You learn those things a lot, and those lessons sink in a lot deeper when you do it and make a mistake and learn from it, instead of being like, somebody told me, well, I should forget to close my parenthesis. When you mess up yourself, you're like, you remember, and you make sure not to take extra precautions and not make those mistakes again. Yeah. Yes. In high school, most of us were choruses. So I was captain of choruses. My senior year. I still am now. I did like ballet, jazz, and modern all through high school. I took a little bit in college. I took it in grad school. But now I do mostly Latin dance, just partner dance. And it's super fun. It's still like my main extracurricular, if you will. I get to practice with my team a lot. And we travel to different festivals in different parts of the country. It's just in LA. We went to Vancouver for the art festival, which was really fun. I was in DC. I'm going to France in March, travel with my dance team. So I definitely have a life outside of work. It was very interesting. So I did work with this. Didn't peer tutor for a hot second. Didn't stay with them for super long. It was in the variety show. I did senior dancers. My senior year, I was back for senior year. I never did science work. I maybe should have, but I didn't. Yes.
Dumpsmack.com.
I am. Nice. Yeah. My mom's from there. Dominican? So you know about that? Yeah, you must. Yeah, you probably didn't even like this thing. It's way better than I am. Oh, that's so funny. We can find my video to see how people dance on the street. Because the way that we dance learning in the studio is totally different. It's just two different worlds. It's cool. It's funny, our dance team, though, it's a lot of non-Hispanic people too. I mean, like, they're the biggest plurality there, but I want to say I've seen that in California, at least in Northern California, it's like 40% Hispanic. And then there's a lot of I took all 4 years because I did VPs. I guess I could have graduated early, but I was like, college is really fun. I don't want to make this pass faster than I have to. So I studied abroad second semester my sophomore year. So I think if I hadn't done that, I could have 3.5 years. But I figured, no, I'm only on once, so I was really almost there. So I studied abroad. And then I did 2 years for my master's, another 2 years before I decided that worked out. So totally figured it out. Yes. I went to the Willows Academy, which is a private Catholic school over in Des Moines. And before that, I went to OPH. So I didn't go to any public elementary schools until GS. And the reason that happened is because the private school that I could have stayed at the Mountain Times was not as big this year. So did you do math? Yeah, so that was actually a weird thing when freshman year rolls around, first day of school, I'm like,
It's coming. I'll see you.
I had to, you know, have regular jeans, shirts to wear every day. Normally, I was still not wearing uniform, you know, and I had to get used to that a little bit to actually think ahead. Was I ahead from the other kids? Not in math, actually. Because when I started, I took algebra in 8th grade, which means when I started PBS, I hadn't taken geometry yet. So I took geometry as a freshman here. And then over the summer between freshman and sophomore year, I took advanced algebra so I could get caught back up to more advanced track. So I took advanced algebra over the summer, and then sophomore year I took pre-cal honors. And then junior year I took Calc. And then senior year I took advanced algebra. So I'm just kind of about the same, like here with honors bio freshman year, and that was literally the last time I ever took a biology class.
Need to go downstairs. Guys, I want to be downstairs.
And then you kept it summer junior year.
Would you please? What else? I didn't get.
There are no more questions. Thank you so much, Carol. And then we have something for you.
Oh my gosh! This is so cool to hear. Wow, that's awesome.